the tools for and be able to pull them up and just walk through them. And as long as you understand what is on these thumbnails that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight, then you can help somebody move forward in the direction that they need to for their businesses. And because you have this guide to help you. And it's not hard stuff, you guys, but it can sometimes get jumbled up in our head and or forgotten if we are not being, following something that is stepping you through it step by step. So this is what our action plan is. And you guys, years ago when I started, Arbonne used to have a little booklet and now we're a green company, so they don't do this anymore. But this is the same thing that I did for my business years ago whenever I started, and Arbonne said, this is what you need to do to get started on a solid launch. You need to know why you're doing this as a business. And I really want to challenge everybody who's watching this tonight or in the future that you really take time to do everything that these thumbnails tell you to do, and do it on paper. What you're doing is you're writing out and making a business plan for your business, and it's a plan to succeed. And if we will write this out and do it methodically, you will get better results instead of just going, yeah, I know why I'm doing the business. Yeah, I know who it is I need to talk to and call. If we don't write it down and put it on a plan and a paper, it all just stays jumbled up in our head. And so if you have this, you can always come back to this whenever you start feeling a little overwhelmed or maybe disoriented on your journey in Arbonne, and you can recenter yourself just like you do on a GPS, and you maybe get ahead of yourself and you start looking and going, okay, where am I going this stuff? But then you don't even know because you're not back at the center. This just helps you recenter and get you right back to where you can move forward from here on a solid path. So your whys need to be what we call big enough to make you work. Like, what is it that you need this business to do for you so that you will always get up and do what it is you need to do to keep moving your business forward? And we heard this weekend what that is you work hard and you don't quit. And so what are the reasons why you want this to work for you? And they need to be at least 8. We used to have to write down 21 reasons why. I don't know where that came from, but I will tell you your whys will grow, they will change, they will evolve, and you will add to them. Because when you first start this business, you don't always dream big enough for this business. One of the biggest problems we have with consultants in Arbonne is we don't dream big enough. And that keeps you from working this business as hard as you should or could in order to be able to let it play out what it has the power to do in your life. So, know that you're going to have those change and they're going to grow and they're going to evolve, but at least start with some that are going to get you up and get you working. Because if you don't do this and take care of these whys in Arbonne, they're not going to happen. And if they don't happen in your life, they're going to make a big difference in a negative way for your life. The second thing you do on your action plan is you make a contact list, just like we talked about. And we'll go over 100-person contact list that you start out with. We all know more than 100 people. And I know we have our people on our social media pages and stuff, and maybe that's great for you, but I really do want to challenge you to put them on paper so that you have a list going with you all the time of people that you know you can reach out to and connect and ask to take a look at this business or the products or both. Then you're going to identify the dream team. We'll talk about that again on the next thumbnail. And then book events and fill your calendar. And so we talk about that. Prepare your calendar and protect your priorities. You guys, we're all very busy. And what we need to do in order to be able to sometimes even start talking to people about asking them to take a look at this, sometimes your head will hold you back from asking simply because you're overwhelmed in your head by your own calendar and life, and you don't know where you would put people if they said yes. And so it's not that you've asked and people have said no. It's that you haven't even asked because your head is saying, I don't know where I'd put them if they said yes. So what I want you to do is go through your calendar and just put your priorities on there. We say faith, family, your job or school, whatever it is that you know you're working on that's a priority that you have to do now. And then circle and put in anywhere you can put Arbonne. And that's where you can put in, if you have a job, you might have, that in there. But you're going to put that in there, but then still put where you can put Arbonne. So those are 4: faith, family, job, school, Arbonne. And there, you may have some other things in there that, maybe one more, but that really is all you need to be able to put on your calendar in order to make time to do Arbonne. And then don't do anything else on your calendar outside of those 4 or 5 priorities until you've done all of those. You guys, this isn't just giving you room to be able to build your Arbonne business. This is giving you control over your life. This is what Arbonne's teaching you guys, is instead of letting life control you, you are in control of your life, because you now know what is the true priority for you, and that what you want to do with that or need to do with that to take care of it. And you have it on your calendar. And one of those priorities is Arbonne. And then if you have all those things taken care of, then you're going to be able to fill in the gaps with other things that you want to do, but not until this is done. And that's going to give you the life that you want, because you're going to be very on purpose with getting it, protecting it, and working for it. And then the last thing is get connected and study the industry. The industry is like reading the books or doing the book clubs with us and learning that, reading Dare to Dream, Work to Win, getting connected to the calls, the trainings, just like this right here, right now with me doing the Getting Started. You're connected to people who know how to help you get started and build this business, and that are teaching you how to be successful in this industry that we're a part of. So this is what we do, and has been the action plan with Arbonne from day one. So that's the first thing. The next thing I want you to do is go through, this is the fast asking system. And again, you guys, these are going to be a lot of the same things, but this is where, like, if we were just, instead of sitting down doing a full Getting Started, if we were sitting down with you brand new and you were like, okay, I'm ready to go, let's get moving, then we would just grab this little thumbnail and we would say, okay, let's make a list of people. Let's help you know how to identify your dream team people. Let's help you get an ask formulated that's skilled and has everything you need in it. We'll review it. We'll start sending it out so you can start filling up your calendar, and then you're going to repeat these steps 2 through 5 so that you can just keep working this month after month after month consistently. And that's what we do for the rest of your life in Arbonne. It really never gets harder than this and that action plan thumbnail that I have given you. Getting better at it is key, but this is what the fast asking, and it's just getting your first 100 down. Don't write down every name you know, because some people know 800 people. I don't want you spending time writing 800 names. I want you to get me 100, and I want to find our first 10 out of that 100 of people that meet Dream Team qualities, which I'm going to show you what those are. You may have 40, 50 people that meet those qualities, but we're going to start asking and sending out messages to your first 10 so that we can start filling up your calendar as soon as possible and get going. So Dream Team qualities. This is what a dream team person looks like. When we say identify a dream team person, this is the thumbnail that helps you know what a name on your list, what you're looking for specifically. You're looking for a name, any of the names on your list that you would like to work with. Put a star by all those names. You're looking for all the names of people on your list that are already successful. Put a star on all of their names. You're looking for people who are people of influence. And when I say influence and successful, you guys, that doesn't mean by title, position, income only. Those things are important because if they've been successful at one thing, they can be successful at Arbonne. But what I'm talking about is, are they just a person of excellence? Are they good at what it is they do, no matter what it is they're doing? Is it scrubbing the toilet? I mean, there are people that can scrub a toilet really well and do it well. And there are people that I wouldn't sit on a toilet after they said they cleaned the toilet, you know? So that's what I mean by, are they just a person of excellence, and are they good at what they do? The influence word, we're looking for people that that make people feel good about themselves. Who is it that people like themselves best with? And when you find people on your list that are people of influence, that are people lifters, not Debbie Downers, put 2 stars by that person's name, because that person is going to be somebody that in Arbonne is going to be powerful, because what we do is we learn how to feel better about ourselves, and then we go out in our world and we help other people feel better about themselves. And if they already are doing that before Arbonne, that's an ace for your business. The 4th thing is, who can afford to buy products? And again, you guys, we're not judging financially here. We just know that if you have and live these products, you automatically love them and will organically start telling people about them. And that's what we are looking for, is to help people get where you can go and moving in that direction with confidence and belief faster. And then the last thing and person you're going to be starring names by is who's told you that they need Arbonne. And needing Arbonne is never going to come out in those words, but what it's going to say is, I need to get healthy, I need to lose weight, I need more energy, I need time, freedom, flexibility, I need financial relief or freedom, I need to change jobs, I need, to help my husband change jobs, whatever it may be. These are all things that say I need Arbonne. So you put those stars by their name. So whenever you're formulating an ask, and I see you have a question and I'll help you in just a second, but when you're formulating an ask, you guys, this is the information we're going to use to connect the dots for people. Never talk about you. I know people, we have an I story and we have all those things, and there's a time for it. But when you're building a business, we are focusing only on what the other people have or need that would make them a great fit for Arbonne, because most people don't have the capacity to care about why you're doing this as a business. So I was telling some girls yesterday, I was like, don't ever say this would really help me, or, can you do this by the end of the month? Every now and then we can say that, but we'll coach and guide you when you can say that. But honestly, you guys, think about it. People are not going to step up and go, oh, let me see what I can do by the end of the month. But if you help them know what they can do, they will get up and listen, because they are all about what it is you can do for them. And, like I said, some people may have the capacity, but most don't. So don't waste your time or make people shut down whenever they would really love to hear what it is you have to say, but they don't want to hear it now because they think it's about you instead of about them. So here's how we ask people. So let me pause here and I'll answer the question. Who was it that had a question? If you want to unmute yourself, you can unmute yourself, and Bianca, and ask a question. On the chat, you said you had a question. Trying to find you. Okay. Well, if you don't have a question yet, I'll keep moving. Or if you have a question, you want to type it in, let me know. But this is the 5 key point ask, you guys. And the key point ask is, hey, I don't know if this would be a fit for you or not. You can say that to every person on your list. 2 is the thing you're going to change. 2 is where you're connecting the dots, and it's where you're going to share why you thought of them for the business, the products, or both. And that's where you're going to have to customize your ask. And you're going to go back and use all of the Dream Team quality information, things that you discovered about your people, to fill in those gaps. So that's what you're going to use as your guide to answer number 2. And we will help you do that if you send it to your upline. And then 3, feel comfortable telling me no if this is not a fit for you, but please hear it or let me share it with you first. 5, when can we talk or meet? I'm working messages right now, you guys, and I'm like, I have some time on Sunday or Monday. And they were like, oh, that's, next week is better. So now it's like, okay, well, what time this week is good for you? And give me a couple of times and I'll work to match those up. But this ask is intentional, on purpose, with why we ask them. And it's genuine because we've thought only of them and why we would want them to hear it and why we think they would be good at it or it benefit from it. And that is where we're focusing it all on the other person. So this is how we're going to ask. And you guys, when we do that, we're going to find people that say yes and let us help them. And that's what we're doing. We're looking for people and looking to help 8 people a month consistently, month after month after month, live these products, ordering nutrition or skincare systems or makeup or whatever it is, but basically 8 ASVPs is what we kind of focus on. And then find 2 new consultants to join your business and duplicate what it is you're doing. And we would help them go through the same getting started that we just went through with you. That's what we're going to help your 2 consultants that connect the dots and say yes to needing this business for themselves. They're going to say yes, and we're going to help them get started and do the exact same thing through those thumbnails that you are doing. And then through that process, help them find their 8 that they can help and find 2 new business builders for them. And when we do that, that's how you go area. So everybody can be district manager by the end of Monday night, because we've been working all month, and no matter where you are, we've been breaking down and taking goals. But 8 ASVPs, that helping 8 people, is $2,500 in retail volume. $2,500 is First Step District. Okay, so I don't teach First Step District. I teach First Step Area. I teach you completing district in 1 month and then doing first level qualification for area manager, because 8 ASVPs is $2,500. You're going to be doing that by talking to all the people that you have on your list and going through the questions of how you thought of them, and asking them if you can share it with them, and helping them either start the business or start living the products. But then the people that want to start the business with you, out of those people that you're talking to, now they're going to sign up, and you're going to get 2 or 3 new business builders, and we're going to do the same thing with them and help them either sell products and or find new business builders too. So let's just say 2,500 is what you did with your people. But then this person did 2,500, this person did 2,500, this person did 2,500. That's 10,000. But it's not one person selling 10,000. It's each of you helping 8 people and finding 2 or 3 new consultants to start doing this with you. And then we help them do the same thing. We don't just sponsor our 3 consultants and go, woo, we're doing good, we've got consultants working with us. As soon as you get a consultant, our job is to help those consultants sponsor consultants. And when you duplicate that over and over quickly, that's how we go area and region. And that's why I said yesterday, you guys, and at every impact I've been to, it doesn't take 3 years or 5 years to go region. It takes 4 to 6 months if everybody is doing this right here. So this is basically what I use to help guide people into a solid getting started. Does this click make sense? Register for everybody on here so that you know this is what I need to be doing, and you're not just knowing it and in your head going, yep, we need to do this, we need to do this. You're seriously sitting down and making your list of 21 reasons why, your contact list of people that you know you can start talking to, and identifying dream team quality people, booking those appointments on your calendar by going through the fast asking system, identifying, really this should go first, where on your calendar are you going to put people so that you will give yourself permission to go ask and book events, and then connect and study. So that is honestly a getting started. Now, are there any questions? Hello.